Verisolve. Armed with their understanding of IV&V, John and Karen should be ready to face the project review board. Let's see how they do.
John, Karen, thanks for coming in today. I understand you have some updates for us on the FARS project?
Yes, we've done some work on the business case, but before we get to that, we'd like to talk about the planning for the IV&V.
Great, let's hear it.
All right. At the last meeting, you asked if we were planning on an IV&V, and we are. We know that our project has risks, as all projects do. First of all, we're depending on a COTS product that has a successful track record at other agencies, but it hasn't been used here, and we're not using it in quite the same way. As we all know, an IV&V is not just testing, so we would expect that the IV&V team would start from the beginning of the project to assess project risks early before risks could become issues. The IV&V vendor will of course have full technical independence from the development team. However, since the funding for the IV&V is coming out of our budget, we expected the IV&V team would report to us and we would manage their effort.
Wait a second, that's not true. The IV&V won't come out of your budget and you are not responsible for it. IV&V requires technical, managerial, and financial independence.
Pardon me, but I'm a bit confused. Didn't you ask if we were planning for one?
You know, I think there was a misunderstanding. When I asked about an IV&V in the last meeting, what I meant is that you need to allow time on your project schedule to ensure that your team is able to be interviewed by the IV&V team, that your team can collect and gather documents and other artifacts so that the IV&V team can review it. This should have minimal impact to your project schedule. The good news for you is that the cost of the IV&V will not come from your budget, and you are certainly not responsible for planning it. In fact, we just awarded a contract to Verisolve Technologies for IV&V services. They will most likely be conducting the IV&V on the FARS project.
Okay, thank you.
As we have seen, John and Karen have been enlightened about several common misconceptions about IV&V. We hope this video series, brought to you by Verisolve Technologies, clarifies what independent verification and validation is and how it can be used effectively as part of your quality and risk management practices. For further information or copies of this video series, please visit our website at www.verisolvetech.com.